listening. And remember, you're playing for Bud Light, lady. The boys are back in town.
These guys are good.
Who are you calling guys?
Yeah.
Looks like you're in the finals. Ma'am, for the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, make it a Bud Light.
You're the defending ladies pool champion?
Yes, I am.
All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. We got to talk about Bud Light again in a story that is quite ironic. They just taken L after L. Not only Bud Light, but Anheiser Busch as a whole. They're taking so many L's. Now, we all know what happened with Dylan Mulvaney. They came out using Dylan Mulvaney in an ad campaign, and that sparked major backlash amongst, not only conservatives, but, the predominantly male audience that Bud Light had. But now, because of their flip-flopping in between endorsing Dylan Mulvaney and, saying that they needed to put distance from him and that, and there were also higher-ups in the company who said that they didn't even know that Dylan Mulvaney got the sponsorship care package, that he got the green light to be sponsored. Now you got gay bars that are coming out saying that they aren't selling any Bud Light either. So you got a huge conservative boycott, and now because they flip-flopped on Dylan Mulvaney, now you got gay bars coming out and, not selling their products at their bars either. So it's like you can't have the G without the T. You gotta back it all the way, or else they're not gonna rock with you. Now, before we get into that, I have been demonetized, and the reason for it that YouTube has given me is reuse content, which is, I find it pretty odd. I mean, I'm a reaction channel. I react to things. I react to, videos I find on the internet, videos that already exist, and I always give my commentary and my opinions on the videos that I watch. I don't just play videos, leave them running in the background. But, they said the reuse content was the reason. So that's all I have. I got to make an appeal by May 30th, and I will make an appeal, but I just wanted to let you guys know about that. And yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. We'll see how this all goes. But with that out the way, let's get into this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe while we watching. Now let's roll it.
Let's get into it.
Tia Ewing starts with more controversy brewing for Bud Light right here in Chicago.
Chicago gay bars are pulling the plug on Anheuser-Busch from Rogers Park to here in Uptown. There's an array of beer to choose from here at the Meeting House Tavern. But one tap is missing and won't be making a comeback. Anheuser-Busch InBev made its last call.
Anheuser-Busch has been a sponsor of pride events, gay pride parades, gay pride festivals, market days here in Chicago. They've been sponsors of events at LGBTQ bars around the city. So for them to now sort of go radio silent on us and pretend like we don't exist, it kind of calls into question how authentic that sponsorship and support was.
Mark Robertson, co-owner of Two Bears Tavern Group, owns 4 gay bars in Chicago, made that decision when the beer brand distanced itself from transgender social media influencer Dylan Mulvaney after she posted this.
This month I celebrated my day 365 of womanhood, and Bud Light sent me possibly the best gift ever, a can with my face on it.
The beer company received a backlash and hateful comments, like this video from Kid Rock shooting beer with an assault rifle. The company's CEO told investors it was, quote, one influencer, one post, and not a campaign. Sidetrack, a 41-year-old gay bar on North Halsted, says they won't be carrying any Anheuser-Busch products either.
As queer individuals in a queer community, we decide where we spend our money. And so we get to say, we're not going to put it here. Bye.
Well, after that partnership was announced with Mulvaney, Anheuser-Busch lost about $5 billion in market value amid calls for a boycott. From Uptown, Tia Ewing, Fox 32, Chicago.
All right, so you guys saw that. Looking back at this has truly been an epic saga. Let's just take a moment and look at the timeline. It all went downhill for Bud Light and Anheuser-Busch the moment Dylan Mulvaney dropped that video. That's when everything went downhill. Then you had the VP of marketing saying that they had to, you know, change up their branding, that the old customers were too fratty. Then you got CEOs dishing out apology letters. You got them dropping patriotic commercials, trying to save face. And ultimately, they distanced themselves from Dylan Mulvaney. You know, they were trying to be inclusive. That was the whole reason why they did the Dylan Mulvaney sponsorship in the first place. Now you got gay bars that don't even want to support Bud Light anymore because they didn't stand strong enough behind Dylan Mulvaney. It's like they got behind him, and then as soon as, you know, ish hit the fan, they ran. And the LGBT community is seeing that. You know, this ain't you know, the early 2000s. Now that you can't have the G without the T. It's LGBT. So, you know, they all seemingly are together as a collective. So, you know, it's like if you're not standing for Dylan Mulvaney, you're not standing for nobody. And like that guy did say, the owner of the bar, the gay bar, Bud Light or Anheuser-Busch has supported gay events and LGBT events for a while now. This is nothing new. But the moment they decided to sponsor Dylan Mulvaney, that's when it really had a backlash. That's when it really hit the company hard. Was getting behind Dylan Mulvaney. So that almost goes to show you something. Nobody really had a problem with Bud Light supporting gay people and gay events and things like that. But the moment they got behind Dylan Mulvaney, that's when everything went bad. So it really, they messed up with who they chose to target as a sponsor. You know, it's almost as if they didn't see any writing on the wall. They didn't see people upset about the way Dylan Mulvaney conducts himself and the way he parades around as a woman online to build a following and to, you know, rake in cash. They didn't see the writing on the wall with that, and they paying the price from conservatives and now the gay community. I did not imagine that it would get to this point. Initially, I thought the gay people would come out and support Bud Light after doing the sponsorship, but they tucked tail on the very people who they were, you know, appearing to be for. So now they got to deal with the consequences. Anheuser-Busch saw a drop in market cap during the early stages of the boycott. They've become a laughingstock amongst men and conservatives and distrusted amongst, you know, the LGBT community. Sales have dropped 21% in wake of Dylan Mulvaney fiasco. Serious trouble. You got merchandisers who aren't, you know, Anheuser-Busch merchandisers who aren't working as much these days because the demand is not there for the product. They are really facing the consequences of this decision. But that's all I got for you guys. Let me know what you thought about this in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe on your way out the door. Until next time, you guys, I'm out of here. Peace.